Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at a very unique headlamp. This is like none other that I've tried before. It's the EGUKU 1200 Lumen COB wide beam headlamp. You know, years ago when I first just watched YouTube, I had an account, but if I wasn't making videos more than maybe one every 2 years or something, I always wondered why prepper channels would talk about headlamps and why they were always saying they were far superior to flashlights. And I'm thinking to myself, if I can grab a flashlight and turn it on and walk around my house with light, I'm good. Then I lost power one day and stuck on an old one that I had in a bug out bag because I finally broke down and bought one. I think it was a cheap one from Walmart, one of the Coleman ones. And I was amazed. I could walk around without my hand holding the flashlight all day long. I had free hands and I could see everything that I was looking at. And so I realized the validity of the case for headlamps. And this one is an extremely unique one. Some of the features in this you're just going to be amazed with. Another cool thing about it is it's affordable. I was expecting that this cost a whole lot more when I first started looking at them. And I found out these are $22.49, so $22.50. And it is extremely bright. Now, for those of you wondering about the COB up here, that stands for chip on board. In other words, all those little dots on there, I don't know if you can see the dots, are little miniature LEDs with one chip controlling them. It is incredibly bright at 1200 lumens. That is a very handy thing with a wide beam flashlight. If you've noticed, some of the wider beam flashlights aren't very bright. They do a good job lighting up because they light up so much area, but maybe they're 100, 200, 300 lumens, and because there's such a wide angle, they feel they don't need to have the brightness with it. Well, this thing, wait till we demo it. It is really, really bright. It also has a couple of other neat features. It's got a spotlight on the side. So if you want to work on one specific area, you have that light right there, and you can turn it on either in conjunction with the COB LEDs, or you can turn it on just by itself. Very handy for in your tent, maybe, when you're out dealing with a campfire. Maybe you don't want bright, bright light. It's pretty bright, but you can also take it down a notch too. The other cool feature about this is it's motion activated. So you can turn that on and off. That could be very, very annoying if you don't want it. But you can turn it off or on. And basically, while you have this on your head, swipe your hand over it and it turns on. When you're done, swipe your hand back down, turns off. We'll demo all that too. I think it's a really cool, neat system, very handy, very affordable, definitely. That's, you know, I love affordable survival gear, and it's definitely affordable at $22.50. So the LED headlamp has 5 white light modes. It's got the COB high mode, which is this one, COB low mode, the LED high and low, and the strobe mode, okay? Now in any other mode, you just long press the on and off button here to get to the strobe mode, then the LED and COB will flash at the same time. And it's a very, very bright, obnoxious strobe, so I'm not going to do it facing the camera. It does have rechargeable batteries. It does have a micro USB charging cable that comes with it. It's over here on the side. Let me get my other hand out of my pocket and show you. All right, let me dig in there. So there's your little USB-C. It does charge up very, very quickly. When I got this, normally when you get stuff, it's charged at like anywhere from 40 to 60% because they can't ship it fully charged. I plugged it in. I went and ran some errands out here, working, cleaning up stuff, whatever, and I came back and it was green already. I'm like, wow, that's quick. It does come in the box with a little USB-C cable. It'll work with any USB-C cable, and it does have an instruction manual in there as well. Let me show you quickly. There's your manual, and there's your cable. So, all in all, it's a neat little system, and I like the fact that it's all rubberized. See all this rubberized stuff here? So this is all embedded in here. So the chances of you breaking this are next to impossible. You do have this nice diamond kind of interior here that kind of will grip your face without, grip your forehead without, grip your face would be scary. Grip your forehead without it slipping off or getting sweaty and falling off, which I like. You do have a very nice adjustable headband here. One of the complaints I have with headbands like this is when they get sweaty, they start to get wet and stretch out, and this one did not do that. I actually used this outside for a little bit, playing around in the dark, and it was very, very hot, and I was able to not have that problem. I got a little sweaty in my hair, but it didn't get all nasty and slip all over the place. So let me show you quickly how the motion sensor works. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to see the brightness of this light, but you will be able to see how the motion sensor works. We're going to turn it on. Okay, I'm going to take it to the low mode. Then I'm going to turn on this other button here. See that other button there? That's the motion sensor. Okay. Now watch. Okay. My hand there. Swipe my hand. Swipe it on. Swipe it off. There. So it is kind of a neat feature to have. You do have that, and we'll go through the modes really quickly here. We've got the high COB, low COB, spotlight on high, spotlight on low, and off. Now from any of these modes, if you want to just take this and hold it, take it and hold it, there's your strobe. Let me turn that off. Okay, so you see how that works. Now we are going to demo this in the dark. Another neat feature of this is how small it is. I mean, you could fold this up and stick it in your pocket, and you wouldn't even know. Keeping this in a bug-out bag or something, really, really convenient way to do this. Another nice feature here too is you notice this kind of roughness here on the bottom here. At first I thought this was another light because it kind of looks like a clear thing. It's actually gray plastic. And while you're moving your hand around on here, if you're turning it on, this gives you that tactile kind of feel because this rubber can get slippery. So I did like that too, the fact that I can reach on there and turn it on easily and not have any problems with it. So very, very cool system. We are going to demo it in the dark here. Let me get over on the other side there, and we will try it out on all its different modes. And I like using that area because we're all familiar with what the area looks like. You know, the other side of my car in the garage here. And we can kind of see, oh yeah, this light's brighter than the other one he showed. You know, you kind of know what it looks like already. If you don't, you can go back and watch some of my other videos and I demo it indoors. So let's get over there and let's try it out. All right, so here we are in the hallway of darkness. Okay. There's your 1200 lumens. Now look how much brighter. Now I'm moving my head around and you're not really seeing much of a movement on the light, which is good. I'm moving my head around and look how much brighter that is than your average COB LED headlight. Let's take it to its low mode. Whoops. There's its low mode. And the flickering is again the camera, not the light. This is your spotlight. Now I have a comment I'll make later on the spotlight. The spotlight is very, very nice and bright. And you're still getting a little bit of spill from it. Here's it on low. Whoops. I got to go through the modes again. If you keep it on for too long, there's your low spotlight. Now let's do the flashers. Let me turn it on high and then hit hold. Okay. So it'd be very disorienting to an attacker or something. It's next to impossible for me to demo this on my head and show you what the on and off, but I'm going to try. Let me see if I can get in front of the camera. You're actually going to see me for once. Hold on here. Turn on the light. Press that. Okay, there's on, off. All right, let me see if you can see me. On, off. There. I hope you can see that. I swept my hand by it, and there it's on again. So, I mean, that is a neat feature. It could get annoying if you're hiking in rough terrain, and your hands are flying around everywhere, and you're doing this. That could really get annoying. All in all, I really like the feature. I think it's kind of cool. It's very hard to demo it on camera with it on, but you get the idea. So, anyway, let's get it back on the table. I'll tell you that thing about the spotlight that I want you to be aware of if you wear glasses, and we will finish up, and I'll give you the last bit of information on it. All right, as you guys may know, I do wear glasses, and this is my warning. It's not really a complaint because it's not engineered incorrectly. Just a little heads up, if you wear glasses and you're using this side light, you may want to position it a little bit higher. You notice how it's angled down there? See how it's pointing downwards like that? You may want to angle it a little bit higher because here's what happens. Take off my glasses and show you. The light gets caught in this little corner right here, and it will reflect back into your eye, and it is the most annoying thing in the world. It doesn't hurt. It's not an obnoxious bright light that's going to blind you. It's just you always have that little bit of white light in the corner of your glasses. So yeah, when you put this on and you use the side lamp, if you do have glasses, maybe you want to just tilt it up a little bit on your head so you don't get it right in your eye. Other than that, I love this thing. And I probably, honestly, during a power outage or whatever, I would probably only use the COB LED right there and just be happy with that. So I am very, very pleased with this. It is a very neat little system, and I'm actually going to keep this one around. Sometimes I sell off stuff to my friends or I give it away. I'm actually going to keep this one around for me because I like it so much. I like the COB LEDs. I like the fact that, when I was telling you in the darkness I was moving my head around, you don't see the light moving. I'm still looking around and I still have this big, wide, huge field of light in front of me. So they're good when you're walking. Maybe you don't have to look down all the time, because you can see the road ahead of you or the trail ahead of you. And they're awesome for just everyday power outages. I mean, the power goes out, you keep this nearby hanging on a wall somewhere, pull it down, put it on your head, and your whole house is lit up. Now, yeah, it's not going to run forever, but it will run for a very, very long time. Now, they did not give me run times on this, but I know for a fact I was outside playing around with it in the dark a little bit the night before last, and I know I was out there for at least an hour and a half in and out and in the garage and messing around with it, and I had it on my head on the high beam COB the whole time, and it didn't even put a dent in it. I mean, I plugged it in, and it took like 2 minutes to charge back up. So that's a pretty powerful battery that they got in there, and I'm definitely happy with the light. So this is the EGUKU 1200 lumen COB wide beam headlamp. Definitely something to look into. It's definitely affordable. When these COB headlamps first came out, I would say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they were so expensive. Oh my God, they were like $100. So to see this for $22.50 really makes me happy. Quick little bit of information. This is made of a soft silicone material here. So like we showed you in the beginning, that's not going to be, you know, bending or breaking, and that's kind of cool that it's a little bit stiffer than, say, the fabric, because it will protect the COB somewhat. I mean, these things are pretty flexible, and you can move them, squeeze them around pretty much, but it really isn't all that bad. And this thing only weighs 0.16 pounds, so it weighs practically next to nothing. So if you're worried about tossing something on the back of your bug out bag, or maybe in your bag, maybe in your camp gear or whatever, it's not going to be an overly heavy item. I would take this and a small flashlight, and I'd feel perfectly well illuminated for any kind of adventure I was doing outside. And I always carry a flashlight, so hey, can't beat it. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I will put a link down below where you can pick this up. It is in my Amazon store if you're interested in checking that out. And don't forget to check out our whole Amazon affiliate store. We have a bunch of different categories there now. So you can look around and see what's in there. If there's stuff that I've reviewed in the past and you're interested in finding out a little more information on it, you can go there. Don't forget to check out our My Patriot Supply link right now. They are having a special on the 3-month and 3-week kit. You can save a lot of money right now, and they do have food and they are shipping. That's one of the things, you know, and a lot of these companies now are starting to slowly but surely run out of food. They still have food and they are shipping. Don't forget to check out our freeze-dried wholesaler link. That link right there will save you 15%. All you have to do is click that link and shop. They still have food. They do have a 2 to 3 day shipping delay because they're busy, but they have food there, no problem. Also, Thrive Life is fully stocked up. You can check them out at my link on below there. You don't need to join anything to try it out. You can just go there and order some stuff that you like. I really like their food, really clean, healthy stuff. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.